Hmm?
You didn't have a roller hooked
Nope.
up to it yesterday.
No, I just hooked it up. Look at this. These are hexagons, they're not circles. Isn't that crazy? It's so fast, hey? Yeah. Hi. Alright, so there's about 3.5 minutes to go, it says here, and this is what I've done. I sliced it in Slicer, this software right here, SLIC3R. I've got the printer settings altered just somewhat altered a ton. All of the settings I've gone through. I've just tried to make them as appropriate as possible, and exported the G code to just a file, and then I'm using Pronterface print run to print and control to print the file and control the printer. So I took the G code that was generated from the Slicer program and just loaded it into this guy here. The auto bed leveling's completed and everything is working perfectly. The final code inside of the Arduino and the Marlin has been run through, and my offset, you can see right here, is negative 0.3 for my Z. So at home and an auto level, the software from now on will drop 0.3 millimeters lower to establish the initial print height. And the first layer was a little on the thick side, so I might drop it down a little more, but anyways, I took this code here that is so close to perfect and recompiled it and loaded into the little Arduino that's inside the electronics box. The power supply seems to be running well. It's cycled on and off with the fan control maybe 5 or 6 times. The controls on this LCD function, it's really nice just to see a readout, so I am enjoying that. In terms of operating the printer with the controls, I sorted that out last night, and the thing does work, so you can jog it all around without being attached to the computer, which is really nice. And I think it's just finishing the print off here. So according to this, has got 47 seconds left. It must be on the final layer now. Okay, so that print is finished. The physical location for it to have been printed is a little offset on the platter. It just could be that I've got the print areas narrowed down a little bit. That's going to be easily adjusted, but I'm just not going to worry about it for some time. To check the motors, they're not hot, they're just barely warm. Including the extruder motor, because you could overpower the extruder motor and it gets so hot it could soften the filament, so it can't feed it, it'll just mash the filament. But all of these motors are a really great temperature, very cool, cooler than at school. And I might install a thermistor inside of the electronics box to find out what the temperatures are near the Pololu heat sinks, because, well, there's one more thermistor port open that we could read from. But everything right now is just working very well. The draft coming out between this lid, it's got a gap in it. I've just raised the lid here, so the fan is pushing in right here, the air in, cooler air, and it's just pushing it out here. I think the entire box is ventilating pretty good, and the air coming out of it is very cool. So I'm thinking that it's probably done. We need a spool rack. The temperatures should drop off, but it looks like over here the extruder temperature is dropping, but my bed temperature is staying up. So I can just drop the bed, a command in the G code and the slicing file for the end run, also to turn off the bed temperature, turn off the bed heater. So I think that the major tweaking is done, and that's a really good print.